Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here, back with more Let's Play Shining Force 3. Alright, so in the HQ I got two items. I got the Black Ring and the Elbasim Orb out, because I'm going to need a little bit of AoE support in the next fight, but not for the fight itself, but for the ruins. So I'm going to double check my party, make sure I've got who I want in. Let's see, we've got Symbios. Danteres has everything he needs. We've got the gem on Mascarin, so we've got that. Let's see. We've got the ruin map. That's one thing we want. Elbasim Orb is on Eldar. Black Ring is on Khan. Not that it really matters, but just I need to be able to do a little bit of damage to a wide area, because we're going to have a bunch of barrels. So what we're going to do is we are going to go and jump into the next fight. So the Espia North Plain, we just follow the road here, and we go in here, and this is the outer wall of Espia, or Espia. I always get those two confused. And then as you can see, there's some soldiers here. The Great Estonian Empire has regained what was taken from it, Espia. Now we have taken the capital. Just a matter of time before the other provinces surrender. No. So what we do is we're going to come over here and use the statue gem, and it's going to open up a secret passage for us. Stairs leading down have appeared. So we're going to go down the stairs. Because, you know, going down mysterious staircases in a catacomb always seemed like a good idea. I do love the catacombs. Like, here's the section here, it's like, we can't go this way, the door is shut tight. But we can go this way. I think we can go that way later. But we show up here. We finally made it inside Espia. If we follow the underground passage, we should be able to rescue Algernon. What kept you, Symbios? And it's Basanda and Spirial. Fantastic. This is great. Say hello to General Spirit. We've met once or twice. Witness the power of the almighty darkness. It heals even the most critical wounds and defies death. So Spirial is still under Basanda's control. Sweet, beautiful, and powerful. As long as the dark power exists, the Bullsome sect can't be defeated. The Imperial Army, by joining us, has learned the beauty of dark power, but you... So the Imperial Army did conspire with the Bullsome sect. Yeah, we kinda saw that one coming. If you had allied with us, Espia would not have to be destroyed. But you'd do it anyway. Espia destroyed. As long as we're alive, that's not going to happen. Leave it to Danteres. I'll make sure to rectify that, and I must disagree. The Titan is already carrying out my orders. It's only a matter of time before Espia is reduced to ashes. What? What did you say? The Titan? Oh. Giant warrior unearthed in Espia, the guardian of the Vandal Kingdom. It's a giant machine. It's what we see in the opening sequence that's destroying Espia. So, yeah. You've heard of the Titan warrior. It's been awakened with dark power. Feeding off the destruction and chaos the Titan creates, Bullsome will be revived to rule the land once again. How about no, Scott? How about Scotty don't? The dark power emitted from my staff, the Negate Cane, allows me to control the Titan without Bullsome's aid, and there's no way to stop the Titan. How about we just break your cane? Or take it and control it for ourselves to destroy the Empire? Because that totally wouldn't actually still fall into your plans. This is your chance for revenge, Spirial. Bring down the Symbios army. Alright. Could it be the Titan? The guardian of the Vandal Kingdom has awakened. Yeah, well, we heard someone say that they thought they saw a giant person on the horizon. I don't see why Basanda would lie. Because she wouldn't. If the Negate King controls the Titan, we must defeat Basanda so that we may possess that staff. Alright. Time to jump into fight. So this fight has two things that are of major significance. We need... This is the last free ruins of of the game. After this is the Heroes Test, which is a free ruin, but it's not something that is accessible only in that one fight. It's something that we can do over and over and over again, which is something I'm going to have to do in order to level up some of my my Waywards. So this fight we've got Cerberus, we've got Lizardmen, pretty much the same things we've been dealing with before. In their case, Harpies again, but we have a couple of new faces that we want to take a look at. So we've got Masked Mages, basically the same as everything else, but they've got Bronze Rods, HP of 50, MP of 30, Movement of 5, Attack 44, Defense 27, Agility 26, Luck of 6, Blaze 3. They're not really a threat, they're just obnoxious because of the AoE. Minotaurs, they're new, they're threatening. HP of 110, Movement of 5, Attack of 66, Defense of 49, Agility of 18, Luck of 3, Small Axe. You would think they would have something a little bit better than a Small Axe at this stage of the game, but their natural attack is up there. We have a Thief getting ready to enter the ruins from this side. We need to enter the ruins from this side to get in. And then last but not least, we have the two important characters. Oh, no, that's just a Harpy. I thought that was a dragon. We've got Spiriel. HP of 160, Movement of 6, Attack of 67, Defense of 51, Agility of 24, Luck of 5. She's got a Lord Halberd and a Master Ring. So we have the Master Ring on several characters. It's the critical and counter plus 10. So she has an exceptional critical and counter rate just by being her. This is a sync point. If you want to have any chance of recruiting Spiriel in later scenarios, you cannot kill her here. That's why we put the Sleepy Rod on Mascarin, because Mascarin's going to make her take a little night-night. Because I would really like to have Spiriel, because she's a non-Centaur halberd wielder. Those are kind of rare. So I would like to be able to have her on my team. And then we have the boss of the fight. We have Basanda, 280 HP, 120 MP, Movement of 5, Attack of 59, Defense of 44, Agility of 28, Luck of 9. She's got Thanatos level 2 and Blaze level 3. Thanatos is a summon spell, it's a lightning based, it is dangerous. The Negate Cane basically also gives her a decent attack. She also drops a Bright Honey that I'm going to be saving, because I have not used any of my status up materials for whatever reason. I really don't know why I'm holding on to them, but I am. So I'm going to send my force, as many people as possible, as fast as possible, over here to go to those ruins, because I need to get... There's one item that I care about in those ruins. Only one. There's another piece of large mithril, there's a potion, there is a piece of dark matter that no one cares about at this point. It's just a free 900 gold, but even now, 900 gold is kind of a drop in the bucket. But there is an Ankh, and since I'm just having a fantastic little collection of Ankhs on Grace, I want to add to it, you know? Like, that's what I'm going to do. I'm really not looking forward to fighting Spiriel. I don't... I mean, Mascarin's luck is, what, 8? Yeah, I think her luck is 8. So she will actually have a good chance at landing a sleep spell on Spiriel. Yeah, she's got a luck of 8 versus... What's this? Luck of 5. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can do that. She is susceptible to sleep, and they do make that a thing. Like, most other bosses are, you know, not susceptible to status effects. She is. So we're going to throw slow on her to lower her agility. We're going to throw sleep on her as much as possible. If I had a paralyzed spell, I kind of wish... That's one thing about the Shining games that that kind of gets me. I expect, you know, status effects to be a little more prevalent, but they're not. They're just kind of there. And in a lot of... I was always in RPGs, a firm believer that status effects were a waste of time, that they were useless. And it's terrible to say, but I do kind of believe that, because in a lot of games they don't really serve a purpose. They're just there. It wasn't until I started getting into things like MMOs where I believed that they would be a little bit more beneficial, because you could actually use them on monsters, and the fights would last long enough to where having strength, defense, 70 points of damage. Oh, we just one-shotted that. That was fantastic. That's beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Masquerade. That was comical. But like having a defense down on a lot of enemies actually, is a worthwhile experience. And it wasn't until I started playing MMOs that I started seeing them differently. But then it just started making me realize just how infrequent worthwhile status effects really are. Like it's very few and far between in games where you will find status effects that are worth, trying to land on an enemy. And I've always felt tactical RPGs were a really, really kind of untapped market for that. Like, they exist in a lot of them, but very rarely have I seen them actually work in games. Like, they're just kind of there. Please, oh, son of a bitch, that's not what we need. And Dantares is confused. Which means I'm not going to be using Dantares, because I can't get close enough to him. Probably going to use that running pimento on Grace. She seems like she's got a little bit of a movement disorder here. That's not good. Dantares confused. That means I have zero control over him at all. He's just going to run over, and if he lives... Oh yeah, he lived. He's about dead, though, so... And we're gonna get to the intersection of the ruins, like you said. Or like I said. Like you said. You guys... No. What am I talking about? Alright, let's see. Do I have anything on... No, I have nothing on Eldar that could fix that. So we're just gonna move forward. Do I have anything on you that would fix that? No. So, I'm just going to come over here, and on the other side of Dantares, I'm going to cast Blaze, and I'm going to kill the other Lizard Man, because reasons. Because I'm just throwing out damage, and I don't need another Power Axe. Why do you keep giving me Power Axes? Do not need Power Axes. Alright, Khan, do you have anything, or can you just... You can probably get... No. Oh, you can! You can get in there. Okay, that's perfect. That's what we're gonna do. Noon, you don't have anything. So, I'm just going to... cast Wendigo on the Harpy. And hope that kills it. Probably won't. I don't think I'm gonna do 52 points of damage to the Harpy with Wendigo. Would love to. That'd be great. But... I don't see that happening. 47. Close, and Dantares is... Oh, at least Dantares is attacking the Harpy. And I know I have something on Symbios, but I can't do anything with it, so... Because Symbios is... Now I can't map move with Symbios, so we're just going to kill the Harpy with the dagger. That's 27 points of damage. His dagger damage is actually not terrible. Well, granted, the Harpy is an exceptionally outdated enemy at this stage, so we just need to move as many people forward as possible, and sadly that's not really going to be many people this round. So I need to get as many people in there as possible. I'm really only going after the Ankh, which I know where it is. Once I get into it, we can start showing it off. So, I also need to heal Danteri so that he doesn't die. Well, not that I need to worry about Danteri, because Noon is the one getting attacked, but... Okay, I don't remember the enemies being this kind of derpy, but apparently they are. So we are going to cast Antidote on Danteri. Yeah, I don't remember the enemies being this weak. I thought this was a little bit more of a challenge, but apparently it's... I misremembered it, and it is a very easy fight, because we have, you know, ruins, we have a sync point of not killing Spirial, and then we have to fight Basanda. So there's a whole lot of But I brought the Elba Seymour because I knew I was going to want to do the AoEs, but I'm also betting that she's got the same shield that Fial had, and throwing the Elba Seymour about will expedite us, you know, curb stomping her. Alright, so enemies. There's really not a lot of enemies in there. There's just like 2 harpies and the thief, I think, is the only enemies we've got. The biggest obstacle that we have to contend with is the barrels. Everything else is just kind of there. Alright, let's do this and start. I'm just gonna throw out weak freezes because I'm not really too worried about the Cerberus. I mean, he's just kind of there. Maybe I'll let someone who's, you know, not as up to snuff level-wise take him out for... But I need to move people. So, Irene, you're gonna punch him. And probably kill him, because you're probably gonna crit. Yeah, because that's just what you've been doing. Well, that's dead. And she's now level 11. I'm okay with that. That's good. I've gotten a lot more use out of Irene this playthrough than I ever really expected. This has been a very unique playthrough for me. Like, I've done things a little differently than what I normally do. I've been more enthralled with things like different accessories. Like, normally, the last couple of times I played through, I was like, I'm gonna go for Apollo pins and Artemis pins, and, you know, luck and all that, and, like, no, luck really doesn't serve as much of a purpose for what I'm trying to do, so I didn't do that. And this time I went with, you know, crit, counter, attack, defense, like, base stats. Just straight on base stats. And that's what I aimed for. So it's a very different playthrough for me. So, and I'm just gonna, you know, recover some HP because it gives Grace XP, and I kind of need that at this point. I would really like to get a look inside the ruins where I can control and show off where the treasures are this fight. But now that we've dealt with everything nearby, we can kind of work our way forward. So we've got one thief who's got a broadsword. Let's see, this is the one treasure we want. This is the Ankh. So we want that one. And it's been a little while since we've been in a set of ruins, but I'm pretty sure that if we attack him, that'll be the only treasure that we get. Because everything else is really just kind of here. There's a potion in that barrel. There is a piece of large mithril in one of these barrels, one of the central barrels. And then that treasure chest, which we can open, has a dark matter. So that's what we need to do, and I'm going to use an accessory. Oh, I just have the... That one only... See, it says Blaze 2 if used. Oh, I have to have it equipped, don't I? Or can I just use it? I always forget that. Yeah, I can just use it. I don't have to have it equipped. Alright, so what we want to do is target as many of them as possible toward the edge there, which that's a good block. So we're going to do that. And then we've got Eldar with the Elbison Orb, which is going to do the exact same thing. So that was our plan here. And we got the large mithril, so we got that. Not that I really need it, because I really don't need to make too many more weapons. I need to make finding some when we get him, but that's the last character. So, yeah. Alright. Khan picks up the large mithril. Alright, I have a ranged weapon, but that's 2 squares. So, she won't be all that useful. So, I'm just going to take out a couple more of these barrels while I have a chance, so that I can make a straight pathway through there, because we're just going to head him off at the pass. That's the goal for this. And I'm about out of time. I need to end this episode. I was just going to keep going. But we're outside, so I'll go ahead and end this episode here, and I will see you guys in the next installment. So until then, later everyone.